We're in Springfield Monday and Tuesday. We'll tell you about that later. After the assassination of Charlie Kirk, President Trump ordered flags to be lowered to half-staff in his honor until Sunday. Yesterday, Governor Healy joined a lot of liberal-leaning Democratic governors in following the presidential order after the flag was lowered to half-staff for 9/11. It will continue in Massachusetts to be lowered to half-staff till Sunday. At least one Democratic public official is speaking out. Margery Dolan, she serves on the Governor's Council. Concerns on Blue Sky yesterday, joins us now to talk about that, and she's also a bar advocate, and you know that story. We're going to talk about that too. Mar, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Thanks
and what
for
a
coming.
wonderful crowd.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming in, Mar.
Thank you.
So here's your post from Blue Sky. Massachusetts flag should not be lowered for Charlie Kirk. He was not an elected representative of the people. He was racist, sexist, homophobic, did not support Massachusetts' values of equal justice and freedom. Why'd you post it?
I posted it because I was very surprised to learn that we were going to do this in Massachusetts. I know this was being done in other states led by Democratic governors. I didn't expect that in Massachusetts. Charlie Kirk did not support Massachusetts' historic values. And what happened was a terrible tragedy for him, for his family, for his supporters, and for the country. There's no question about that. The question is, how do we respond? I mean, lowering the flag is a very high state honor. You know, do we give that to someone who disagrees and spoke out against what we believe in? We don't believe in discrimination in Massachusetts. We believe that people should be treated equally, whether they are male or female or gay or straight or whatever there is. We believe in education. We have free community college. He didn't support that. He thought that women should not get an education, should not have careers, and if they went to college, they should do it to find a husband and then submit to him. These are not our Massachusetts values. Now, in practical terms, did we have to lower the flag? Yes, because the president ordered it lowered, which means that the Massachusetts flag has to be below the American flag. We could have lowered it to honor the flag.
What do you mean we had to do it? If we didn't do it, what are they going to do? Arrest Governor Healy?
We can't fly the Massachusetts flag above the American flag, but we could have lowered it to honor the flag, not to honor Charlie Kirk. And by the way, honoring Charlie Kirk means discussing his ideas in an open forum, and so I really appreciate this.
What kind of blowback have you gotten?
Virtually none.
I'm shocked, actually.
Oh, no, I've gotten an incredible amount of support. People really appreciate the fact that I spoke up. They're very upset by this. They're grateful that someone has spoken up.
Have you spoken to the governor?
No, I haven't.
So what, the state convention Saturday in Springfield?
Tomorrow, yeah.
So you have an odd smile on your face. Is this going to be an issue? Or?
No, listen, no two Democrats have ever agreed on everything anywhere. So we're a big tent. We like it that way.
I'm sorry, go ahead,
I just want to be clear, though. You're saying that because it was a decree, she had to do something, or she didn't have to do something. What could she have done if she did not want to follow this decree?
She could have said, look, the American flag is going to be at half-staff, so we can't have our flag higher than the American flag, so we are going to honor the American flag by flying it below, by flying the Massachusetts flag below the American flag. We didn't have to honor Charlie Kirk.
So I don't get it, though. What difference? I don't understand flag protocol. What difference?
You mean why can't the Massachusetts flag keep its position and be
just
higher?
Do nothing. Right. That's what I'm saying. Why couldn't she have just done nothing?
I don't think we can fly our flag above the flag of the American.
No, but I'm just saying she could have just said she was not going to honor this because.
Well, but the president has authority over where the American flag hangs. So we couldn't not go along with that.
Okay. I guess I don't know what would have happened, like Jim says, if she didn't do anything.
If she didn't even honor that vis-a-vis the United States flag, she said.
I think we had to do that.
You know, the odd part of this, I don't mean to belabor this, but I will belabor this. I'm sort of surprised there wasn't a statement, because I have to say, as a resident, I'm offended that the flag of the state in which I live and vote is lowered to half-staff. And, you know, I hesitate to do what you just did, but you have to do it. I, of course, don't want to see anybody
of course not. It's horrible.
hurt in any way, obviously not in the ultimate way, not just because of what it means for him and his family and his friends, but what it means for the country. It's ridiculous you have to say that, but you do have to say that. Having said that, it's troubling me. She's going to be here the 30th. We'll talk to her about it. If it comes up at the convention, you'll let us know.
I just want to say, I, of course, brushed up on Charlie Kirk. I'm now very familiar with his views, and I decided that the way that reading all that made me feel needed a counterpart. So I picked up Strength to Love by Martin Luther King Jr., who Charlie Kirk said was not a good man.
He did.
He was an incredibly powerful, beautiful, great man. And he said, love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. I'm with Martin Luther King.
So you're also with the bar advocates. You've been a
Yes.
bar advocate for a long time, and as we said when we talked to you not too long ago, bar advocates, up until very recently, provided for roughly 80% of the representation of indigent defendants who, under the United States Constitution, are entitled to criminal defendants, entitled to representation. The rest through the public defenders. Now that number is going to grow. The legislature finally, and the issue was the bar advocates had stopped taking new cases because their pay was pitiful, well below all the surrounding states. The legislature, in typical fashion, delayed, finally threw crumbs in your direction while sending some money to the public defender to expand the number of lawyers they can have, which I think is a good thing. I don't know how you feel. What's this? Are you doing representation?
I still have cases that I accepted months ago.
How about new cases?
I am not currently accepting new cases. However, I have told the judges in the court where I was accepting cases that if they have an emergency, they can contact me. One of the big issues is involuntary commitment hearings, Section 35s. These are folks who are usually brought in by a family member because they have a substance use disorder, an alcohol use disorder, and they are at grave risk. Well, if we can't give those folks attorneys, we can't commit them.
So what are most of your colleagues who felt the way you did about the insult? And as a non-bar advocate, I couldn't agree with you more. The Globe editorial page agreed with you yesterday or the day before. What are they doing? Are they doing representation of new clients or not?
Some have gone back to accepting new cases. Many have not, particularly in Middlesex and Suffolk. So we've still got 4,000 people who are entitled under the Constitution to an attorney who don't have one. I don't think that what the legislature did was an insult. I think to go from 65 an hour to 85 an hour in just a little over years, percentage-wise, it's not a bad increase. But you're dealing with the market realities of being an attorney and what an attorney can make.
Yeah, and explain to people the difference between the bar advocates and public defenders. I think there's a lot of confusion there.
That's a great question. They do the same work. They're both overseen by the Committee for Public Counsel Services. Staff attorneys are state employees, and the bar advocates are independent contractors. Yeah. That's the difference.
Let's get in the debate for the 1 minute
Sure.
we have. It is insulting. They raised this thing a modest amount of money.
Yeah.
Are you still below the pay rate of every single New England state?
Yes.
Okay, again, it was an attempt to buy off people on the cheap who don't provide a voluntary service. Well, it's voluntary for you to do this,
Right.
but a constitutionally guaranteed right that these individuals have, and they're trying to buy you off on the cheap.
I'm also
You don't
trying
have
to think what else you can get a professional to do at $85 an hour. I don't know that this.
Well, they're not even at 85, Margery.
They're 65.
They're at 75.
Oh, 75.
They're at
Okay.
75.
Even worse.
I mean, that's the price of a blowout. I mean,
That's
it is.
right.
Okay, can you do us a
That's
favor?
a good point. At the hairdressers, you're paying to get your hair colored, which some
When
of us
you're
may do.
locked out of the Democratic Convention on
That's
Saturday,
not
can you
going
call
to happen.
in? You don't think that's going to happen?
No.
Okay.
No, I really have gotten a lot of support. And look, we believe in freedom of speech. We believe in having different views. And it's very important that we all stand up for what we believe in. That's what I'm doing.
Mara Dolan, thanks so much. Appreciate
you
it.
so much.
Thank
Take
you
care. See
very
you
much
soon.
for coming in. We much appreciate it. We've been speaking to Mara Dolan.